Hello everybody, Chris here, and today I wanted to show you how you can make a table of contents for any ebook you're going to write inside of Microsoft Word 2013, which is pretty much the standard software you use to do it. Okay, so you'll see here already we have a fake cover page right there, a page break which brings us down to the area where we're going to put a table of contents. Right there, that's just a heading. And then we have another page break and we have the main content of our book, the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Now, you will notice that the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 heading is actually set to be a heading style within Microsoft Word. And you can do that on the Home tab. You just select the text you want and, choose the style you want the text to be in. If you make it a heading 1 or heading 2, or any kind of heading really, what will happen is that in the bookmarks for Microsoft Word, if you go to insert hyperlink, it'll automatically have the headings referenced as an automatic bookmark, which you can reference in your table of contents. And that's what we're going to want to be getting at and referencing. Now, we have to do this manually if you're going to be uploading to most sites online. You can't just use the table of contents automatic thing here. Although if we did put an automatic table, it would say the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, because it's pulling in all the headings. But the problem is, the second you convert a .docx to other kinds of formats that ebooks generally need to be in, like a .epub, the formatting goes all haywire. So this is something we need to do manually. So we have our headings down below, and what we're going to do is type in the same name of the headings manually, and we'll do that for each chapter. So Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. Then what you got to do is select the text you want to basically add a hyperlink, because all table of contents really is a bunch of hyperlinks and possibly page numbers that lets you navigate and link to the text. Well, also tells you what's going to be in the book as well. So if we go to the Insert tab and you have the text selected, which is going to be turning into a hyperlink, as long as you have your Microsoft Word kind of maximized, you should see the link section and it should be fully expanded to include hyperlink. Although if for instance, your Microsoft Word page is shrunk, you might not see the full links section here, so that could get kind of confusing. But what we want to get at is hyperlink. And then we go to place in this document, and as I mentioned earlier, it automatically adds the heading bookmarks over here to the heading section. So we already got Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. All we got to do is select that, add a hyperlink, and make that Chapter 1, hyperlink, Chapter 2, hyperlink, Chapter 3. Now, it doesn't need to be chapters. You can also do introductions, conclusions, any other point in the book where you just have a heading in there. Of course, if you wanted to make a manual bookmark that doesn't have a heading for whatever reason, you can basically just select the text you want it to basically make a hyperlink to, hit bookmark, create a name for a bookmark. Like for instance, if we type this in here, named hyperlink, then this area, the table of contents, which is actually just this bookmark, would be referenceable separate from the heading bookmarks as well. But yep, that's all we really need. Headings for your chapter names and any other section where you do want to have an automatic hyperlink, and then manually type in the text, add a hyperlink, and give it the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 that you need. So that's all there is to it for basically setting up your table of contents for any ebook, and it should convert into any formats out there that you're going to need on sites like Amazon.com and Smashwords. So, I've been Chris. I hope you found this particularly useful, and if you did and you want to make a contribution, you can go to patreon.com/ChrisTutorials. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. I'll have some of the links to my own ebooks if you're interested in the description down below, and I'll catch you all later.